Okay, so according to like last period, I am 5 weeks and 4 days and I'm suffering already. So I thought what I would do is I'll document this week by week, because if it's anything like last time, I will have almost every single symptom that you can imagine, and I thought I'd share it with you. So I'll start off with the one that's causing me the most problems at the moment, and that is the nausea. It feels like I've got a constant hangover, like not a big, massive, can't get out of bed hangover, but it's just there constantly, like that low lying sickness, tiredness, thirsty, slight headache. And I had it like before I missed my period, so it's been like 3 weeks now and it's been slowly getting worse. I don't feel as bad today as I did yesterday. I feel sick, and then if I have something to eat it makes it go away, but as soon as I finished eating it comes back worse. And some days, or not some days, sometimes I'm like feeling sick and then suddenly I'm so hungry that I'm like shaking and feeling like I'm going to pass out. And then yesterday I felt so bad that I was in bed by 7 o'clock, and then I had to get up at 8 o'clock and actually vomit, which I'm not happy about, because my last pregnancy I was sick, physically sick at least once a day from 6 weeks all the way up to like 39 weeks. I think I had like a 2-week break in the middle, so I don't think I can cope with that again. My teeth definitely won't. I reckon they'll just fall out, and I've had like a slight, don't know, like PTSD response from throwing up so much last time when I was sick last night. I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to get through this. Yeah, there's that. I'm craving pasties, and I did this last time. There's quite a lot of similarities from this pregnancy at the moment to last time. Last time, like any pasty would do, but this time it's like proper flaky, greasy, cheesy pasties. Like not just the standard like slices that you get and you can put in the microwave. That's not good enough. I'm talking like a proper, if there was a Cornish pasty company around the corner from me, then they would have all my money. Yeah, it's the same as last time. I don't know why, but like, I've completely gone off of anything sweet. I just want to eat pasties. Like cheese on toast will just about do. Okay, next one. I've got burning, itching, sore nipples. I don't know how to describe it. It's horrible. Again, I had this last time. It was one of my like biggest indicators, my first indicators. And I'm still breastfeeding my first child, and it's got to be the most cringe-worthy thing ever. Like, I've been breastfeeding her for 3 years now. It's always been like our nice, quiet snuggle time, but now I'm like, oh God, this is uncomfortable. So yeah, I don't know how to describe it. I'm just constantly aware of them. It's slightly burny, slightly itchy. I don't want anyone to touch them because they hurt. I've got like stretching pains in my uterus. It kind of, up until about 2 or 3 days ago, it felt like period pains, and now it's weird because sometimes it feels like contractions, and it's just strange. I'm aware of it. I'm aware of like an ache in there, and quite a lot of like ache down my back. I don't know what that is. I am really out of breath. It doesn't help that I've got a cold, but I'm constantly out of breath. Like, I'm talking and I can't breathe properly, and I don't know. Oh, I spilled my lunch down me. I'll try to wipe it off. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but obviously like I don't have a big bump or anything yet, so I can't blame it on that, but I just feel like I can't breathe properly, and that it could be the cold. I don't know. I have to wait and see till that goes, but that's doing me in as well. I'm bloated, so that probably adds to it, but I am really, really bloated. And again, I think I had this last time as well, but I think this time it's worse. Obviously I'm fatter than I was last time, but I'm just bloated and uncomfortable. There's no way I'm going to be able to hide that I'm pregnant for like 12 weeks. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that. I'm really, really thirsty all the time. I don't remember having this last time, but I constantly want to be drinking water or squash, or yesterday I really wanted some Ribena, so I had to get some Ribena. So I don't know what this is, but again, it could be the cold because I am a mouth breather at the moment, which is gross. I just feel thirsty all the time, and then obviously with that I'm then peeing more, which I would have that anyway because that seems to happen even just in early pregnancy to me, and it is like literally every hour, and I keep having to get up in the night as well, which I don't normally do. RIP my bladder. I'm starting to get dry skin. I've got a bit coming across here, but I've also got spots come up as well, so I don't even know what that is. But last time I was like a scaly lizard, and that's another thing I'm not looking forward to because I literally wanted to rip my skin off. The only thing I could find that would help it even slightly was, I think it was Aveeno, like the intensive moisturizer. I was looking up there to see if I've got any. I haven't. It was 3 years ago. Okay, this one's really random. It was random last time and it's random again. I cannot stand the smell of our fridge. I don't know what it is. It's not even the same fridge because ours broke about 2 years ago and we've got a new one, but the smell makes me actually physically gag. Like last time I tried cleaning everything out and like getting rid of everything. I'm not going to bother doing this time because it didn't make any difference. I don't know what it is that's in there that, oh, like I can't breathe in when I open the fridge. It's so random. It's obviously me and not the fridge. And my last one that I've got for the moment is I can't face stuff with caffeine in it. So I absolutely love Pepsi Max. I normally have like a can of Pepsi Max a day. Can't deal with it. Coffee is like making my stomach turn, and again I'm pretty sure I was like this last time. So everyone keeps saying, oh, you know, no two pregnancies are the same, but so far there's not much difference from last time. I'm hoping that this time it will just be like the first 12 weeks, the first trimester that I'm dealing with these issues and not all the way through, but who knows. So 6 weeks and 4 days today. I don't think not much has changed really. I'm quite a lot more sick. Like last week it was just kind of low level and I could ignore it, but now it's constant. Like I can feel it all the time. I'm all right when I first wake up, and then as soon as I start moving around, that's it. And then if I bend over, it comes up. So I've actually been sick a couple more times, which it's not good. And I'm not sure at what stage I can go to the doctors and get help for that. So I don't know whether they're going to do anything this early. I'm so out of breath as well all the time. The fridge seems to have like come down with its smell. Like I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but everything else, like any other smell that I don't like normally, it is awful. Like fish, I can't stand the smell of fish normally, but now I'm like farts, like rubbish smells outside. Anything like that, I'm just like, oh God, I can't deal with that. I've still got a blocked nose. Again, I don't know if it's like the cold that's lingering. That's been going on for like 10, 11 days now. I don't know if it's that. Obviously, you can't really take anything, so that's delightful. What else? My boobs really hurt. They are sore all the time. Obviously, I mentioned before, still breastfeeding my eldest, and oh, it's excruciating pain and it makes me cringe, but that is what it is. I don't know. I think that's it really. I'm not a huge amount has changed. It's the tiredness. The tiredness definitely hasn't gone away. In fact, that's a lot worse. I've got an event to go to on Saturday. I've cancelled like the later out part of it because I'm not going to be able to cope with the smell of alcohol and I'm too tired. But I'm not sure how I'm going to get through like the earlier part of it. It's up in Wokingham, which is maybe like an hour and a half away, but I'm going to stay in Reading because I can't face a train home at like 8 o'clock at night time. So I'm hoping to go up there, check into the hotel early, have a little rest, and then I can make it through like the main event and then just go back to the hotel and be in bed by 8 o'clock because I'm done. I'm literally done by 6 o'clock. It's ridiculous. Okay, so 7 weeks and 4 days, and man, I am rough. Like, not much has changed, but it's just like got worse. I feel sick all the time. I'm so tired. Like, it's 25 past 10. I've had a nap already. I don't know if you can still see the pillow marks on my face because I just feel so bad. Literally dropped Isabel off at childcare, had some breakfast, and then went to sleep for an hour. And food is just like such a weird thing for me at the moment because I'm like, stuff that I would normally eat, I'm like, oh no, I can't face that. Even though I had that for dinner last week, I can't face that this week. And then if I decide that I want something, like I need it now. So for some reason I've just decided that I want a roll with some like vegetarian salami stuff in it and some mustard. So that's what I'm gonna have to go and get in a minute because otherwise I just feel weird until I get it. I didn't really experience this last time. Like there weren't any cravings. I just, apart from the pasties at the beginning. So I don't really know what to do with this. It's driving me insane. My dry skin isn't as bad as last time. Like that started to come out, but there's nothing there. I'm bloated. I'm exhausted, I'm out of breath, I feel sick, there's no glow. Like, I went to this event at the weekend and everyone was like, oh yeah, you look really well. And I'm like, that's because I have so much makeup on to hide how awful I feel. I can't trust a burp at the moment. Oh, there is one other thing. I have a pre-existing prolapse from my awful labour with Isabel, and it's bad. It is really bad already. I tried to make an appointment with the doctors and they were like, well, there's nothing we can really do here. You need to get your midwife to refer you. I've got my first appointment next week, so hopefully they'll be able to do something for me, because I am quite concerned that my insides are just going to drop out. It's uncomfortable, I can't walk properly, and it's just making me feel sick, even more sick. So this sounds like really negative, but I don't have good pregnancies, or at least like my first one wasn't, and so far this one hasn't. So I mean, I'm sleeping pretty well, which is good. Like, by the time it gets to 7 o'clock, I'm knackered and I go to bed and I'm sleeping in about 10 minutes. I do have to wake up to go to the toilet. But yeah, that's the only positive I can think of so far from it. So, quick update, because not much has changed. 8 weeks and 4 days, and the sickness has got like really bad, really sick. I had my booking in appointment yesterday with midwife, and she recommended getting medication as soon as possible. So just waiting to pick that up. The doctors were like, fine. I wasn't sure whether they would do medication this early on, because obviously like pregnancy sickness is a thing that everyone's like, yeah, everyone gets it. So, and just because everyone gets it, I don't think we should all have to suffer. So picking up medication later, hopefully that will help. Tiredness, still really tired. I think they say that symptoms are meant to peak around about 9 weeks and then tail off a bit, so we are heading into like the worst of it. Still out of breath. Cravings wise, that hasn't really, I'm not really having cravings at the moment. I've got over my urge to eat all the pasties. I do constantly still need to keep eating though, like little tiny bits of food. I can't have a big meal. I tried that the other day, had a Chinese for my birthday, didn't even eat like half of what I would normally have, and then it just didn't want to stay down. So that. Bit of dry skin, and dry skin's getting worse. But other than that, nothing's really changed. I've been referred to somebody to look at my prolapse for me, because that's causing me a lot of pain. That and the sickness are like my biggest issues at the moment. Hopefully next week it will start to ease off, or if not next week, the week after at least.